So you know what? I think I might want to go back on my word from last stream. Let's talk about the state of Destiny and how much of a shit show it honestly, truly fucking is.
I'm almost. I almost think that we shouldn't. Almost. What the fuck is this thing?
Dude, what morality is there when a fucking game dev company goes out of their way, says that they cannot, spend the time or resources on making
Spend
new
20
armor
fucking minutes.
sets, that only takes them 20 minutes to do something like a helmet? It takes you 2 hours. How much is a dev cycle between seasons? If it takes you on average 2 hours to do a fucking set of armor, why couldn't you provide so many new sets of armor for the player, for like ritual armor sets, for a player focused experience? Why couldn't you do that? But instead, no, you want to blame your own fucking community for having expectations.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's fucking excusable. But they'll take 2 hours out of their day to update the fucking Eververse shop.
Every single
Week.
fucking week. God damn.
But they can update the Eververse shop every week.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
That's actually stupid.
there's no excuse.
I'm gonna finish up the old content, get everything I want, and I'm just gonna drop this game for a while.
It's like I'm dropping that game right now for the simple fact that I'm done. I'm done with the
Yeah.
direction it's going.
Until they fix it, I'm just going to delete it too.
I wouldn't delete it. I just wouldn't. I'm just probably not gonna touch it.
No,
There's
it'll
still
only.
stuff I intend to do. I'm not going to give Bungie a single cent of mine until until they can prove that they are gonna fix shit show that they've turned the game into. What the fuck?
But yeah, no, I find it
What
completely
the fuck is this
inexcusable.
guy? Okay, piss off.
I find it completely inexcusable the direction that Bungie went. Because let's all be fair with ourselves. Lightfall was a terrible excuse of an expansion.
It was so fucking
The only
weird
thing
and
good about it.
confusing.
The only thing good about it was the strand.
No, Strand
No.
is the buggiest bullshit thing in fucking existence.
And on top of that, Strand is not even well upkept. Like, it's weak to everything because they managed to fuck up the health pool on their supers.
Strand,
They are the lowest health supers.
though they are absolutely gross in super versus super because they can literally tangle anybody, and if it's a stopping super, their super gets canceled and all their super energy is just fucking gone, and it's kind of bullshit, especially in games like Mayhem, because you waste your entire super and you have to wait 18 seconds for it to recharge. Even worse in standard gameplay.
Yeah.
No, that's probably why the void class is becoming more popular and popular, or stasis. Because you can just immediately shut down a strand super immediately.
Yeah, I do not like that though, because the supers in this game are supposed to be balanced. They're not. They're just fucking not. That genuinely upsets me because I really love this game franchise. And Bungie's turning it into one hell of a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Though
It's
I am happy to say that likelihood is that Sony is not gonna put up with their shit for at least not very much longer.
if Sony's actually keeping watch, right? hear me out. If Sony's
They have a
actually
big
keeping,
issue.
they're going to hammer down on that shit. It will be over for them insanely quickly. This kind of crap does not go on for very long.
Especially not, well, at least not in Sony, because they actually, give a shit.
They care enough about the franchises that they run to stop this from happening ever again.
And they're going to be to reinstill faith in. They're going to tell Bungie to reinstill faith in their community, and likelihood is that they're going to force Bungie to make the final shape free.
That's my hopes, that's my desires, but I doubt that. And this is why I doubt it's going to happen. It's the simple fact that they're not going to risk loss of income.
Then, at the very minimum, they're going to have to heavily reduce the price.
Then again, Sony might do the route of reinstill faith.
They might force them to do that, and Bungie will probably be very opposed to it. The issue is I don't know how much Sony is going to give a shit.
Like, the problem I have with Destiny's system right now is it highly incentivizes them to do what they're doing. It heavily incentivizes them to do this crap. Where it's seriously just all about, let's make as much money as possible as quickly as possible. They're really...
To be fair, that's exactly where games are going, because they're getting a lot more popular. They're just gonna do what they did with movies, where they're gonna make good. It's what the fuck they did with Marvel. They went, people really like this shit. They're gonna flock to it, no matter how shitty it is, at least a few times.
Right.
And we can make these movies for less money, make them less good, yet still make the same amount of money off the movies. That's why I'm really annoyed that Marvel decided that they were gonna fuck around and sell themselves out to Disney. And the same thing is probably gonna go on with Bungie for just a little bit, and then Sony's probably gonna fix them out. The only concern I have is how they're gonna go about it.
Well, here's the other problem I also have, right? The main problem that I'm dealing with Bungie right now, it's the fact that I've been playing since the first season. Like, I've been playing since Red War. I've taken breaks before.
I've been playing since D1.
I've taken a break from their stuff before.
And it's gonna happen again.
I'm taking a break now because I'm tired of their crap. I'm tired of them, like, and now they're blaming the community basically. Because if you've seen their State of the Day twid, right? They basically, in no uncertain terms, I feel, just basically blame the community. And basically said, you guys need to have more realistic expectations.
We've had beyond realistic expectations since now. Sorry, till now. And probably will continue to have just that.
And now in Top 10, right? Top 10 Gaming basically just recently released that video showing from GameCon, right? That it only takes them 20 minutes to make a helmet.
2 hours to make a fucking set.
But they don't have time or resources to make ritual armor.
Yeah, and also they moved around teams to away from Destiny 2 into other games, even though Destiny 2 is a game that is actively being done. It's almost like they're trying desperately to fuck over their own creation. It's honestly mind-boggling. It's impressive how just retarded they're being. You agree with these statements?
Yeah, I feel honestly really bad about the direction the game has gone. Like,
The
I feel
likelihood is that there's a lot of people in Bungie who are not happy with where it's going and probably voice protest, but
I don't know.
as long
I'm
as the
not
devs care.
like I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, if they make likelihood is that some people at Bungie play the game that they made or play a part in
The
creating.
other problem that I also have is that gaming as it is nowadays, it is totally 100%. It is totally 100% acceptable to release a broken package at launch that incentivizes the player to go, it'll only get better. It'll get better eventually. Let's wait for it to get better. And that's not how gaming should be. You shouldn't be paying for a fucking pre-release, right?
Not get what you paid for.
Like, you shouldn't fucking be like, hey, I want to get the game early, so I want a pre-order. And the pre-order is a guarantee, not that the game will work at launch, but for an eventual. But for the eventuality that it might work. Like, why is gaming a promise of it will work eventually, not a it's going to work at the start? What the fuck happened to gaming to where that has become acceptable? Because it used to be games would be
cash grab.
games used to be a complete package at launch, and DLC was only map packs that added to the experience, wasn't the main experience.
And that's what Skyrim and I really hope a lot of future games will have. I mean, Bethesda's been good about that kind of stuff.
But why? Like, it makes no sense. They were making buku dollars by doing what they used to do.
It's probably because, well, it's what happens everywhere. They got lazy. And then it's just become an acceptable thing, which is absolutely fucking wrong, especially for the players of these games. But
like, gaming needs to be made great again. I want gaming to get better. Because it hasn't been good for
a long time.
Decades now. The last good game that I got to play was Halo Reach.
Didn't that one come out again?
I'll have to double check. Somebody in chat, please.
2008. It came out in 2008.
The latest good game that I've played was probably D1. D1 was good.
I'm talking full package. And I'm not counting remasters. Because the Spyro Insane Trilogy was a complete package at launch, and I loved it. I quite enjoyed it. And I felt that it was a fantastic experience.
The last good game I played was just like this game and probably Marvel Spider-Man.
And it took them forever to actually get this experience fixed. Like, that should not be acceptable. This is the state it should have launched. And it didn't. And I'm sorry, this is no longer acceptable for gaming. I don't care who you are. This is no longer acceptable in my opinion. They need to go back to how gaming used to be. And I wish they would. I wish Destiny would clean up their fucking act. I wish a lot of game studios would clean up their fucking act and make it focused on the gaming experience and not anything else. It should be, here's the complete package, enjoy.
You mean it shouldn't be a gamble, it should be a promise.
Yeah, it should be a promise. Because the the other problem I also have is game devs aren't prioritizing a good experience at launch anymore either. Because if the game sucked at launch, the game failed.
At least that's how it used to be.
Like, there were so many times where a game had a great concept, and they failed, as they should have, because they failed to launch good. Nowadays, it's expected. Like, I'm sorry.
Like,
what the fuck?
Like, take example for the Call of Duty franchise, bro. Vanguard was was complete doo doo. The only thing
Vanguard
revive.
was actually fucking pissed me off. They
Mm-mm.
forced you to have skins and the maps and all the shit. If you want to do the actual proper battle royale and shit, you have to get your loadout, and all that shit had to be the fucking Vanguard bullshit. I was fucking pissed. They forced a shitty game down my throat like it was a fucking must-have, and it was. I hated every second of it.
The, the only thing, the only reason people are going back to Halo, they be going back to Call of Duty now because Microsoft forced Activision to reopen the old Call of Duty servers.
Yeah,
Which
the
was
old
good.
games.
Yeah.
The games that were already proven successful. You know, the ones that actually gained all the help. Like, you can get on Xbox Live right now, on any Xbox console, and play any Call of Duty without problem. They bulked up their anti-cheat. They fixed the games. They fixed the servers.
That means that I could hop onto fucking Modern Warfare 2 and play with some fuckers. Oh, that would be awesome.
You can hop on Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
I hopped on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 a week ago, and it was the healthiest I've seen it in years. And I was playing on PC, not Xbox.
On Xbox, there's a bunch of cheaters on there.
Not anymore. They've all been banned.
Well, dang. Like, on YouTube, I saw a person, like, say...
Sony needs to take a book, needs to take a page right the fuck out of Microsoft's book there, and they must just fucking force Bungie to do the same shit with Destiny 2 and just fix it.
Like, they need to take care of the cheating problem right now, because Trials... I had to stop playing Trials because of all the fucking cheating.
I can't even run a standard game anymore. That's how fucking bullshit this is right now.
Yeah,
I'm beyond annoyed with what Bungie's fucking decided to do with their game. They've turned a once amazing game and turned this shit into a fucking hellhole, basically.
And because I'm also playing Halo Infinite, there's a lot I have to say about 343 right now. What the fuck were y'all doing for the last 2 goddamn seasons to where it took y'all until now to even have Forge functioning correctly? Because y'all waited till, like, Season 3 to add Forge. And it was in a broken state at Season 4.
Wait, what fucking season?
Yeah.
It's just fucking sad. I'm sorry, but
like, why does it take till now to get Forge to work as intended? And then you wait till now to add Infection, which should have been there at launch.
Infection, in my opinion, is just one of the better game modes that you can play because it's so much fun no matter what fucking side you're on.
It's a party game mode. That's the thing. It's party. It is for the casual player. Like, when the fuck did the wires cross for 343 to where they thought, oh, Halo's a competitive game? No, it was never intended to be competitive.
Yeah, that's actually an issue I have with players in general nowadays. They don't know how the fuck not to play a competitive game. They go into casual and sweat their fucking balls off. And it's just ridiculous. It is literally a casual mode. Put on a fucking tinfoil hat, my guy. What the fuck?
Not even put on a goddamn tinfoil hat. It's not a theory. It's fact. Like, I'm sorry. A fucking bronze player today would smoke a gold player back in the day.
It's fucking ridiculous. It is genuinely retarded.
And it's all because of the culture of gaming.
It is degraded. I am like... It's funny, because bronze... I am forced, if I want to go into competitive, which is why I don't play competitive in any game, really. I am forced to sweat my absolute fucking balls off just to match everyone else.
Oh no, and you want to know what else 343 recently admitted to?
Fuck they admit to.
Their
And
MMR. The way their MMR works, their matchmaking ranking. You want to know what they also take into consideration?
what?
Your time playing custom games with bots.
That's
Oh my god.
So you can smoke in bots, right? And it'll actually consider that your realistic skill against real players. So it'll match you against higher skilled players if you just blow out in bots.
Yeah, that is
The one
fucking
I've been
stupid.
playing with high level players, that's basically just counting my bot matches when I first played.
Because it considers those actual in-game stats.
Yeah, that's fucking
5 minutes
stupid.
remaining.
Even
You know that-
okay, even the dumbest of people are smarter than to put that kind of flawed system into effect. That is just beyond unintelligent. I am sorry, whoever the fuck decided that
As a
was
matter of
good
fact,
fucking
it was
idea,
so
can
bad
go
it
fuck
broke
themselves.
ranked for a period of time.
They even fixed it? Is it still
No,
fixed?
they
or is
fixed it.
broke?
They fixed it. They fixed it.
How long did it take them to fix that shit?
August update.
And it was an issue since launch?
Yeah. Because you could essentially reverse boost and put yourself in Onyx when you realistically only have the skill of a bronze. CSR did not matter for a while.
So basically,
And it was
being
it was
an
bad
honest
it was
was just a
bad enough.
fucking joke.
It was bad enough that FaZe Snipe Down called them out.
Ooh, that is some fucking other thing.
My problem with gaming right now is
Also,
it is
space,
totally
that's another
it
big
is
one.
totally incentivized to release broken content only just to promise their fans we'll fix it eventually.
Maybe.
I don't like
Maybe.
Fortnite, but I don't like Fortnite, but they're doing good with their game right now.
Yeah,
Like, I have not-
Because
that's
it's
true,
a
'cause
simple concept.
yeah, everything they add is literally hard to break.